Hey, federal employees, we know a lot of you are trying to figure out whether you can get a reasonable accommodation for telework. We're offering a reasonable accommodation strategy package for those who need personalized legal help. And we're about to launch a community and a 3-hour course that will walk you through the process if full legal representation isn't the right fit for you or is not possible. But right now, I want to give you some general guidance on how these telework requests usually play out and how your agency might push back, because in many cases, I believe they are going to push back. First off, the legal standard. Under the Rehabilitation Act, agencies have to provide reasonable accommodations unless doing so would cause an undue hardship. Sounds straightforward, right? It's not. Agencies don't just roll over and approve these, especially for telework. Here's what you need to know. Framing your request properly. When you apply for a reasonable accommodation, you must connect your medical situation to your job duties. Saying, I have anxiety and I work better from home is not enough. Agencies will deny that. Your provider needs to explain, 1, what your essential job functions are, 2, how your condition substantially limits your ability to perform these in the workplace, 3, why telework is a necessary accommodation, not just a preference. Common pushbacks from your agencies. Agencies have a playbook for denying telework requests. Expect to hear things like, your job requires in-person presence. They will say your duties include collaboration, training, or responding to emergencies. If that's not true for you, your request needs to preemptively address this. We need consistency in the workplace. This is a vague argument agencies use to claim telework would disrupt operations. The key here is showing that telework does not prevent you from meeting performance expectations. You can be accommodated in office. Agencies might offer alternatives like moving you to a quieter area or adjusting your schedule. If that doesn't actually meet your needs, you'll need to explain why in your request. Medical documentation pitfalls. Your doctor's note matters. Here's where a lot of people go wrong. Too vague. This employee has stress and would prefer to work remotely. Denied. Your doctor doesn't need to disclose everything, but they need to connect your condition to your job in a clear medical way. Step 4, the interactive process and why it can be a trap. If your agency pushes back, they might invite you to the interactive process. Sometimes they do what they're supposed to do, but sometimes this would be where they pretend to work with you, but in reality, they're just building a record to justify a denial. They may ask you to try an alternative first. This is an attempt to get you to accept an alternative that won't work, and then they'll say you agreed to it. They may delay and ask for more information. This is often a stall tactic to exhaust you into giving up. They may claim telework is not required under the law. This is misleading. The law does not require agencies to offer telework, but it does require them to accommodate disabilities when feasible. What to do if you're denied. If your agency denies your request, they have to give you a written explanation. From there, you have options. Appeal internally. Sometimes agencies reconsider if you push back with better evidence. Some don't. You can file an EEO complaint. If you believe discrimination played a role, this is the next step. You usually have 45 days. Consider legal action. If the denial is unlawful, you may have a case under the Rehabilitation Act, and usually you start through EEO counseling. The reality of these cases. Here's the truth. Reasonable accommodation law is complicated, and agencies are not on your side. If your case is strong, you should pursue it, but you need to do it right from the start. We'll keep posting guidance here on TikTok, and if you want step-by-step help, keep an eye out for our upcoming 3-hour course, or check out the reasonable accommodation strategy in our link tree. I don't know why I keep pointing out, because it's not there. But if this was helpful, please hit like, drop your questions in the comments, and share with a federal employee who needs it. This is a focus area for us. We're trying to, offer both free information, kind of a higher level video series for people, and then for people who need it, kind of the comprehensive package. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope everybody has a good day. Please keep safe and take care.